Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here with Cyber Echo, and I was surfing on YouTube today while I was waiting, and I saw that there's a ton of truck tours, and so for the people who are following me who are interested, I was going to go ahead and do a truck tour for you guys too. I'm not going to go in depth about things like the cluster gauges and what all they mean, because if you're already in the industry, then you already know. And if you do have questions, feel free to ask me and I'll answer them individually, but this isn't going to be a particularly long video. I'm just waiting on a load to come through, and so yeah, I just wanted to do a truck tour. Again, I don't know if this, actually, I'm pretty sure that this is a 2017 Freightliner Cascadia. I don't know if it's 16 or 17. It's only got 100K on it. It's in relatively good condition. My partner is going to be gone away for home for the next 10 or so days, so I'm going to be soloing it. But yeah, so to kick it off, my first thoughts on the truck was that Cascadias, I like them. I personally don't want anything other than a Freightliner. There's things like Peterbilts and stuff like that that everybody really likes, but I know that Peterbilts have more options and they kind of overall have got the nicer inside trims and all that kind of stuff, but for me, I guess Freightliner to me is kind of like the Honda Accord of trucking. They're relatively inexpensive, they're cost effective in fixing, maintenance, stuff like that, relatively low maintenance, and yeah, just overall, it's a really good truck. And fully loaded, I usually hit about 8 miles, 10 miles to the gallon, if I'm lucky, 10 miles average. But that also kind of depends where I'm going, what mountains I'm going to climb and what route and all that kind of stuff. But I have driven Freightliner, Western Star, and Kenworth, and I know that Western Star is Freightliner, but they are two separate things. The model, it's vastly different, and I believe for the year that I was driving that they weren't the same company, but I don't know, I could be wrong on my history there. I didn't really look that up. So, anyways, I promise that this won't be a long video. Any mess, I do apologize. Lighting, actually, let me fix the lighting issue right now. And let's turn on some lights, because it is relatively dark. So, let us take a look at what we got. Let me flip that around. Alright, so, starting over at the door, I mean, it's pretty basic. You got your locks, your windows rolling up, rolling down. Then you got your cluster gauge. I do love the steering wheel. The only weird thing to me was to adjust it. That pedal closest to us is where you tilt the wheel. So we've got the steering wheel, and it's got your cruise control and all your basic volume up, volume down, that kind of stuff. Then you got your brakes, all your switches, AC. You got your airbags, shift, axle lock, and what was the other one? I've never used it. Well, that is a mystery to me. Alright, so you got your inner axle. That's what you use if you're gonna be sliding in snow. Let's see, then you got your air suspension. Oh, the fifth, yeah, of course. Okay, so, lower one is so that you can, shift your plate, for the fifth wheel so that you can, shift weight around. And I think either later today, although it is getting kind of late in the afternoon, I'm probably going to make a video just about how to go ahead and slide tandems. And then we have Colquhoun. This is, I kind of like this unit. It's the older one, but whenever you got to type on it, slide it up, boom, there you go. You can actually have a physical keyboard. This is my mess that I was talking about. Let's go. Staying with the front end of the truck, you got all your storage. Usually I put all my paperwork up there and all that kind of stuff. Then you got some basic storage and cabinets, nothing too fancy. But going to the back of the truck, the bottom bunk and the top bunk. I wish there was better lighting in here, but there isn't. So off to the from the driving seat, the left side, that's where I stick my clothes. I got a little bit of cabinet. I'm getting some tap lights so I can stick some light in there. The top bunk is pretty sizable. You got some lights up there. Actually, let's turn those on too. Sorry if I'm giving anybody motion sickness. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, that's what up top looks like, and you got a window there and there. This is for the bottom bunk. We have a little window with a fan. I like that I can control the AC, charge my phone, lights, all that kind of stuff. And on the right side, I'm sorry, the right side behind the driver's side, you got your big cabinet. Okay. This is my partner's. It's pretty deep. Okay. Down here you have got just like a, he uses that to store more food and stuff like that, but I'm going to be cleaning it out for him while he's away. And I think we're going to put a crock pot because I'm going to put an inverter on the truck. And then you have just like a little tiny work storage. And this went away in the new Freightliners is my understanding, but I do like you have a space excuse me, for all your paperwork. That's pretty cool. Coming back to the opposite side, so again, more his stuff. I'm going to be clearing out that, and we will be putting a microwave there. This is kind of nice. It's where the refrigerator will go. Right now I'm just using it to hold my food and my stuff, plus my CPAP machine. And then down below, it's where I keep my dirty clothes and towels and shower stuff, all that kind of stuff. Now in the back, it's kind of cool because sometimes you'll have just a wall, but on mine I've got the window, so I do like that open every now and then. But I'm going to be mounting, one of my upcoming projects is I'm going to be putting a TV in here. Now, what I have not decided 100% yet is if I'm going to put a projector in here or if I'm going to put regular TV. I'm kind of leaning towards the TV, but you see how dark this curtain is? It would be kind of nice to be able to have a projector. Here, I'm going to go back to the front. It'll be nice to have a projector so that you can see. Here, I'm tucking these in. Let's not kill the battery, and I'll turn off the light. Alright, excuse me. I am just now finally getting over that darn cold. Alright, so that was the tour of the truck. So, in my update video, my most recent one, I talked about some plans that I have coming up. One of them is going to be the projector. Now, I'm a little iffy on that because I haven't seen any other truckers use a projector. Now, I don't know if that's because nobody's thought of the idea or if it's a really shitty idea. Now, I understand that when I'm driving down the road, the picture's going to bounce, but as a trucker, we're kind of used to that, you know. It's kind of like trying to eat on a cruise ship or something, you know. At first, the boat's rocking and you're missing your mouth and stuff is falling everywhere, but then you kind of get used to it. So, you know, having a TV kind of jitter every bump that we hit in the road, that's not a huge deal. But then I want to make sure that the sound is okay. Again, I don't need like picture perfect, but okay quality. So I'm going to be making a video about that one. Guys, like I said, this video was more about the truck tour. I'm going to make some videos on my investigation on if I'm going to be mounting a TV or if I'm going to be doing a projection system. Thank you very much for all the likes and the subscribes, as well as those of you following me. I appreciate any comments and anything like that. Actually, I like that more than the liking and the subscribing. So yeah, guys, take care, be safe, and see you on the road.